with tons of replayability and characters that make you want to fail no November and March. It should be no surprise that Fallout New Vegas is something that I define as my love language. Since stalking is consistently frowned upon, I've taken to obsessively playing this game to get my rocks off. It has worked a little too well. Lately, I've been picking up one weapon class and not only beating the game with it, but completely demolishing it. Using some of the best gear in the game and completing all the DLCs, all the while live streaming right here on YouTube. With shotguns and sniper rifles arguably being knocked out of the park, I decided to knock my way into the world of melee weapons. A few housekeeping things to get out of the way, I can build my character in any way I want, as long as I only use melee weapons. This does mean that unarmed weapons ranging from Power Fist to the Fist of Rar are off the table for this run, but don't worry, we'll still have plenty to work with. Without further ado, get on your thigh highs and let's see what it's like to master the Mojave with only melee weapons. Alternative start was used today, so I'll run through the stats before we begin. Strength, endurance, and luck were my main special stats, with melee weapons, science, and survival serving as my tag skills. Skilled and Logan Zuppel were chosen for my traits like usual, but playing with the background of being a legionary definitely had some interesting impacts on this run. For difficulty, I chose very hard and hardcore before spawning far to the east. With my proximity to the start of Dead Money, I made the only irrational decision I could.
This is so stupid. I don't know why I do this to myself.
Having some words with Father Elijah, I loot as many chips as I can before picking up the main weapon that I'll be using here in Dead Money, the Knife Spear. This has a relatively fast attack and doesn't do terrible damage, but we will quickly replace it once we get out of the Sierra Madre. Well, that damage is pretty solid, I like that. As much as I want to say that I don't like the fog, I really kind of do. It's pretty, you know? And it kind of stings a little bit, like a good lover should. Oh crap. My butthole is puckered. Oh, that was way closer than what it really should have been. I gotta actually remember that I need to play and not just jack off, you know? We'll grab this weapon repair kit, machine code. We're already gonna get some pretty decent armor right off the bat here. Grabbing the Sierra Madre armor and ultimately helping the gooner known as Dog. I continue fighting my way through the ghosts of Dead Money, all the while collecting as many supplies as possible. This all saw me well on my way to the cutie patootie that is Dean. Dean, you are looking dapper today. Bro, 93, I just saw Dean and I just busted, what can I say? I'm not 100% sure. Like, sometimes I just start thinking about things, and then like, it'll go high. I don't think I am ever going to get used to that beeping sound. It is absolutely terrifying. Pitifully turns off Pip-Boy light. Oh dude, you can't wave at me like that. Yes sir. I'm your good boy. No, I don't think you can melee the projector. I think I tried that in one of the previous runs. Spanish is still going relatively good, guys. I'm on like my 106-day streak. It's my gooning streak. Gooning to that owl on Duolingo. Somebody was saying that the Duolingo owl got murdered, and I'm not sure how I feel about that as a fellow owl. This is like the first time in forever we didn't have Dog with us, and he was inside of us. You guys remember all those times that he came inside of us? All right, let's get survival to 70. We know we need that, and then maybe start bumping up repair just aggressively. Say screw melee weapons for Dead Money, focus on repair. Christine's so. Y'all know what I mean. What's with the repair stat? Mainly so I don't die in Dead Money. You can use the repair to disable the holograms, which makes a lot of the sections very easy. We'll keep an eye out for medats. Ooh, and bear traps. Oh my god. I think I walked right into that, by the way. Uh-oh, I'm not intelligent enough. Having gotten Dog where I needed him to trigger the gala event, I turned him into God to reason him into staying put. While on the way to pick up his groceries, I pick up some of my own before dealing with some ghosts to get their sweet meat. God was pleased, as was I, when I leveled up to level 4 and grabbed Radchild, the holy grail of this run. Well, let's be honest here, all of my runs. I get really excited drinking out of a sink before meeting back up with Dean to continue setting up for the event. I thought Dean was just shooting at me. Okay, bro threw that, it did not explode. Okay, now I'm just getting way too cocky at this point. Hey, there's some mentats. Hey, there's one of the fuses we'll need for later. I hate that I'm a hoarder. I also hate that I'm a whore, but you know, he's waiting for the right moment and I don't like that at all. Why do you have 43 throwing spears?
Of course.
Don't you dare. Don't you freaking... How are my limbs looking? Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, I think here's one of the holograms, which is handy as all hell. And then I believe that the second one is right here. You guys see him pull out that bomb? You saw it. They want to kill me with them bombs. Now the unfortunate part is we do not have the repair required for this thing right here. So we're gonna need the parts for it. My biggest problem with the fog isn't the damage, it's the fact that you can't see anything once inside of it. Just like real life fog. Captain, I think you should win a Nobel Peace Prize or something. No! Is it worth doing? No. Do I want to do it anyway? Yes. Beautiful. Okay. I think it's fine. Part of the problem here is that I do not have 75 science, and I think I need 75 science. So I'm gonna do a pro gamer move that is consistent of giving Christine an automatic rifle with the ammo that is armor piercing. I have a video idea. Fallout New Vegas, but my balls are wired to the game, so every time I get damaged, I get zapped. Just now, they kind of got scrunched up a little bit, just to let you know. I hate the jumping in this. Yeah, it is 75. Oh, Christine's got this in the bag. We're just gonna take this key. We don't need to read anything. Yes, I will hold Christine's hand because she's mommy like that. Is that level 5? Holy hell. I just saw him bring out the bomb and I was like, nah, I'm good. Where did that throw go? You see that? What is that doing? He's literally throwing canceling. That's right, you little... I gotta haul ass. Hard. Hard. Okay. I've died in that section before, which is why I freaked out. Getting to the final stretch before the resort itself, I stock up on some more supplies at the vendors, notably doctors' bags and medics, before selling off any gear that I didn't want. It was just afterwards that something happened that gave me flashbacks to my time in Dust. What is that water sound? Oh, ain't no way. This is cool. I like this. Can I? Oh no. You game. Absolutely not. What the hell is this? Is this Dust? I have never, oh my god, I genuinely have chills. I thought I was dead. After surviving that death trap and several more, I need to leave this place. I approached the bell tower with my confidence growing rapidly given my lack of deaths. Dude, the number of bear traps in this DLC, like, grinds my gear. My singular gear, that's all the brain cells I have. Dead money, but you have to step on every single trap that you see. Okay. Bro just Kobe'd that from around the corner. Ugh, did you hear his gooning sound? Ain't no way. The gooning event is here. I think I'm going in the right direction. Directional TM. Please. 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 Let me out. Oh, hey, I know this place. Let's go. Cock is huge. Captain, I would argue that the fact that we are almost 2 hours into the stream and that we're in Sierra Madre, I think is impressive. The fact that we've got 0 deaths, also impressive. Not gonna brag too hard though. So, everybody who's impressed right now, reduce your expectations to 0. Despite my many playthroughs of Dead Money, I absolutely bombed this next section. I started off being really sneaky, but as we learned from our rolling pin run, we can't disable the speaker above the sink, so I darted into the nearby hallway, grabbing a key to the office as I went. Securing the upstairs, I take a breather and appreciate how far I've come before realizing what is before me. Several holograms and speakers block me from the closet, needed to get the casino back up in running condition. Since we had been smart enough to spam repair with what levels I've gained so far, I could disable one of the holograms, but the one guarding the closet itself was still blocking my path. It was then that I devised a plan to lure the hologram towards me before sneaking up on the rafters to jump to the closet. This was absolutely insane, but if I had not had the repair needed to disable this hologram, I would have been locked out since I didn't have the closet key, leaving my booty ripe for picking. While the physical danger outside of this stupid speaker and the hologram in the hallway was no longer present, my own stupidity was far danger enough. I spent the next 15 minutes searching for the key because I couldn't remember where it was at. Fortunately, it wasn't a complete waste as I did obtain the reinforced security armor, but it was still terrifying knowing that one slip-up could cause my demise. In the end, chat guided me to safety and revealed the location of the code and the closet key, but it showed me that I still wasn't too familiar with the Sierra Madre. The drama, however, was worth it in the end because after I turned the lights back on, the casino was back up and running, allowing me to have access to thousands of chips for the vending machine. The run was going well, or so I thought.
So speakers are very strange in that if they are actively beeping when you walk through a load door, the sound persists and there's no way to shut it off. This is really problematic for this next section because the door is locked until you deal with dog. As long as you stand on this side of the door and the beeping is not in play, you can walk through here without dying. The thing is that does mean that we need to get through dog's section without dying.
Turn off the gas valve so that idiot will kill us all.
I do not want to level up right now. No, we're fucked. We are so fucked. Run! 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 No! I had it! I don't understand his perception. That's so fucking stupid because I tried to sneak, I fucking died. What a fucking dumbass. Oh, that sucks. If I didn't die with dog, I was probably gonna die in the theater though. In all seriousness. Okay.
Hey, you found my old room. I mean, it's just small. And hey, what's the answer there? I remember what I left you.
Where's the fucking key? There it is. We are so fucked, by the way.
Just old German. Damn it. So much for that idea.
It didn't shut off. So, you guys come here often? Massive cock. Some people say that they sleep to my videos, and that completely bamboozled me a little bit. You guys don't want me to sing. The last time I sung on stream, I started singing Happy Birthday, and you guys just all left.
Don't even know how I ended up here.
I didn't want to say it until I got out of that section. We did that without dying.
This is Christine.
Oh yes, mommy.
Sinclair!
I don't wanna. So that's what I'm not gonna do.
Sinclair, I'm trapped. Please. God, the security systems won't let me out. They're keeping me here.
All right, I think we've succeeded, chat. Hey, baby.
You made it. Good.
Bro just wants to tease my nipples. Did you see that? He just threw that at me, and then, you know? All right, chat. Let's see if we can do it. Do it without dying. So, how you have to do this jump, you have to climb up there, jump, jump, all the way over. That's a hard-ass jump. How do you get faster than that? But we were so close. It felt so close. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Yes! Ow. Chat, no. This is so bad. Oh, no. Alright. We are doing it. I feel so good. Yippee! We're gonna grab the 37th one first, and then the first one last. Chat. No, wait. There's no stealth boys. Oh, no. This can't be. Are you guys all gonna gaslight me into this? There's no such thing as a stealth boy? What? I need to get outside. I need to get out the door. How do you get out the door if you don't sneak out? We're gonna start burning some deaths. Alright. Well, if that plan doesn't work, all the turrets I think are too high. Alright, let's come up. This is so stupid. This is not how I intended this to go at all. Doesn't Christine pull through at some point? There's no way to get up there that I can think of. Well, now, wait a damn minute. Alright, I'm reasonably confident that what's gonna happen is I'm gonna swing and I'm gonna fall, but this is my only option. Oh, chat? Basically, what I'm getting at is that my cock is huge. Probably gonna hurt. One down. Alright. If I kill all the turrets, that does mean he comes out, right? I love this game so much. I would never have the opportunity to do anything like this without this run. The only thing I'm kind of hoping is that somehow I can VATS through this door. Captain, I like the way you're thinking. Kind of feeling possible. Captain, you have come in clutch like 3 times this run. You just... Did you guys just see what the happened? He just dropped it and pulled out another one. That was so hilarious. Oh. Having completed Dead Money and walking away with the gold bars, I straightened out my gear a little bit before repairing the thermic glance that we obtained from Alternative Start. I start pushing towards the 188 and kill some Cazadors on the way through. Radchild essentially negates the poison effect, but we do have some tourniquets that help out a little bit as well. Along the way, I also grabbed the Start the Caesar's Favor quest from the Disguised Furry before taking care of some Vipers. Afterwards, I make it to Veronica and grab the perk Elijah's Ramblings for increased critical hit damage. Since Captain had saved me in Dead Money, I decided to follow their lustful desires that took me to Vault 22. It originally was a little bit of a joke to visit this vault because I essentially went to it in every single playthrough despite there being basically nothing but a few quests and some experience within, but now it has become a public infatuation and a staple within the community to go deep inside of the overgrown metallic structure. Now, I would not go into Vault 22 with the current setup that I've got. I think it'd be really foolish, but we're gonna do it anyway. Melee weapons? Do we actually start investing in melee weapons? Please tell me, Super Slam. Oh, yes. I got Super Slam. I'm basically peaked at this point. I don't need it to affect the Thermic Lance. The fact is, I'm not going to be using the Thermic Lance for this run. I'm level 8, this is the second weapon that I've got this entire time. I haven't really outlined this run at all. I have no plans for it. But I'm going to tell you right now, we are not going to use the Thermic Lance for an extended period of time. It would be really fun to, but I know a guy who's already done a video on beating the whole game with only the Thermic Lance. I love that audio. It's peak. We'll definitely go get Knock Knock at some point, just not yet. We gotta get XP from here. We're doing decent damage though with the Thermic Lance. Lonesome Road next. You guys are diabolical. Come on, buddy. Get in that hole. Oh, just like that. Man, that was a good juke. Fear my rod. Also, because we've got... Ooh, getting kind of beat up here a little bit. Because we've got weapon repair kits, this thing is always going to do 100% of the damage that it can do, which is beautiful. A perfectly repaired Thermic Lance. So there's a slight problem. Because we've got to explode the gas. There's no... I don't think that there's any way... Poor Keely. Should be like, why did that strange man leave me?
I was just...
Ah, gosh. That sweet, sweet tasty experience. Level 9. Al has yet to go to Vault 22 is crazy. You can't gaslight me into knowing that I haven't gone to Vault 22. You probably will later on in the playthrough though, and you'll do it successfully. I feel like that car is about to explode. Yep, okay. Alright, so we need to go to the church, I believe. Alright, where's Logan? There you are. I cannot remember the rest of this quest for the life of me. Are they all following me? It's a bad idea, pal. I can't wait to get knock knock. That'd be nice. This just does not do enough damage. Smack that booty. Smack it. You gotta find so many parts in this place. Not even gonna talk about it. Why? Did I break this somehow? Oh, I totally somehow broke this. The parts didn't spawn. Please, guys, do something. See? Look at that. Look at how goofy that shit is. Why are you glowing like that? Bro is glowing like he's coming. They keep getting so close to melee that I end up hitting them. Now they both came. Dude wants me to hit him. Knock knock obtained.
Alright, thanks for the help. Time to die, loser.
Forgot about this part. With my time with Logan and his gang of ruffians coming to a respectable and totally not desecratable fashion, I spent the next millennial looking for the remaining 2 dog tags. One of which I found immediately given my intimate history with Private Edwards, but the other one made me come to a conclusion about a question that has been plaguing my mind for some time. You have 24 hours to hide something from the FBI. Where do you hide it? My answer after all these years was someplace randomly in a forest, or more creatively in my Lego collection, given that you only find what you aren't looking for. Should we play Legos on stream one day? But my new and improved answer is to hide them with the final dog tag for Searchlight. I felt like I was in Dune with the amount of backtracking and exploration that I did, but in the end when the dust cleared I found my sweet, succulent juice that I desired. This netted me a service rifle. I now remember why I walked straight through Searchlight and never looked back. On the bright side, we hit a new weapon in the form of Knock Knock. A weapon that we've used extensively in our playthroughs of Dust, Knock Knock doesn't knock around the bush to get stuff done. It does a decent amount of damage, swings faster than most heavy weapons, applies Super Slam unlike the Thermic Lance, and even looks pretty badass while killing auras. If you are new to the game, or this is your first time joining us here on the channel, you may be slightly confused as to why I killed the rather beefy and attractive man. This is all part of the quest for the king, and you can speed some things along with violence. Who would have guessed? After talking to more people than I had friends growing up, I disarmed the situation with the NCR in a way that makes me look like a good person for a change, and decided to join the followers for some charity work as a result. In Freeside, you can help out the local addicts, Bill and Jacob, by first killing their dealer. Following that up with a cocktail of more drugs to wean them off nets some good karma and experience. Just know that I think that line was hilarious because I use the word following when talking about the followers. My bar for comedy is in my basement with all the bodies. After setting those 2 up for success and rehab, I head over to the Garrets to secure a better supply for Freeside. All this was done, of course, so I could get in the pants of a cute man that doesn't even want me. Since we chose the legionary start to this, Arcade didn't like me, but don't worry, like that stalker that followed me home from work for 34 days, that I know of anyhow, I have a plan that'll blow your mind. Having rescued Freeside from itself, I head to the strip to make a profit. I started my favorite chem dealers at Gamora before proceeding to break the bank and moving my way to the Tops and the Ultralux for the same reason. This absurd amount of money was quickly spent buying every implant but the monocyte breeder and the charisma implants. With our natural charisma, we already breed plenty. Since we were technically affiliated with Legion and had already visited Searchlight, we popped by the crates for Caesar's favor for some additional doctor's bags and money. With Searchlight cleared, all the implants that I could ever ask for within my supple body, and a few extra goodies from Caesar's favor, I have my eyes set on a new weapon. That being said, it'll be a bumpy ride getting there. It actually won't be, but that line was dedicated towards a terrible pun that 2 of you may get. Forward, on to Repconn headquarters. Some people don't go up here and grab this stuff, but there are a couple decent lootables up here. Not the soda bottles, but everything else. This feels like dust all over again. Would definitely like to get my rads back up at some point, but I'm not too concerned about it, and we're not gonna be fighting anything here that's too crazy. I love when I cock my head randomly like, do I want that? Yeah, sure, why not? I don't know when I'm gonna be using a stealth boy next, but it wouldn't hurt to have a couple. I probably should have stopped by Old Lady Gibson first before all this, but just say hello to Jason Bright and then just immediately leave. Love that you don't take fall damage from that fall. We've already looted the rad guy, so we actually need to go to Novak, push north, Old Lady Gibson, get the thrust and control modules.
It's free real estate.
Oh, that guy just came. Me too, buddy, me too. We will try to go in here and avoid dying.
Come and get it, you big.
What the dog doing?
Usually there's a continued dialogue. Okay, we'll just nope the f out. Yeah, that damage is not great. Which, this is not a unique bumper sword, but somebody had just mentioned messing around with the bumper sword. It's still a decent weapon, but without having Slayer, without having Rushing Water, it kind of becomes cumbersome. Yeah, Ripper and Chainsaw are allowed. The only real chainsaw that I can think of location-wise is Motor Runner, which that's kind of what I'm doing if you haven't noticed. I'm just like going to the location and just grabbing the melee weapon. I don't really care about min-maxing just yet. We're still only like level 14, if even. Imagine dying by a barrel, I would love that. You guys get the joke yet? It was a bumper sword, bumpy, get it? After quite possibly the worst demonstration of 4th of July fireworks and joke to have ever graced this channel, I sold a bunch of stuff that I didn't need and prepared for honest hearts by lowering down my carry weight as much as I could. But let's be honest, visiting Zion was going to be our easiest task yet. Or so I thought. Jed, you look like you died so cinematically. Our DT is solid. I can't complain about that. Watch me die. I don't know that there's any melee weapons outside of the War Club that we're going to be getting from this, but we will end up with a fully upgraded War Club, ideally.
Hoi.
Hoi. I feel like a mace would hurt, you know, just if you're trying to shove that up your ass, it's gonna sting a little bit. With my eyes set goonishly on the War Club, I grabbed the modifications for it before participating in the usual fetch quest that Joshua gives you to prepare for the tribe's departure. I snag up the compass before having an unfortunate run-in with a giant mantis. Oh no. Oh no. God damn. That was 3 hits. Oh, I almost hit my guy. I was like, I want that War Club so bad, I'll kill for it. Moving along with the main quest of Zion, I snag up the walkie-talkies, phase enemies through walls to get the lunchboxes, grab Light Step, immediately forget that I grabbed Light Step while grabbing the map to the Grand Staircase, and began destroying the White Legs one camp at a time before delving into some personal philosophy. These guys are so freaking beefy. I can't wait to mess around with the War Club, because I think that that'd be really fun. Who threw the explosive? Dude, they are screaming so much. I don't drink and I don't smoke weed, do anything like that. No drugs. I take a bunch of them in Fallout, and that more than makes up for it. yeah, if I'm gonna be a role model, I'm gonna do it strangely for sure. I wouldn't really consider myself a role model. I mean, the other day I answered a question, do you think you're a good person? And I said no. But I don't think that necessarily indicates that you're a bad person if you think that you are a bad person. And I don't necessarily think that I'm a bad person either. I think that I am not a good person. And I'm not sure like why I think that. You know, in conversation with yourself, you have that opinion. And, you know, that's that. I love being able to just have a load shot on my face and then just keep walking towards it. You know, like, just so much. And part of, I think, my deal is that I've been trying to pursue a little bit more education. And I've been studying philosophy. And an interesting idea was that Socrates was defined as someone who was wise by the Oracle of Delphi. And then he went through like this whole process of establishing why she thought that, right? Like why she thought that he was considered wise. And he ultimately came to the conclusion that it was because he didn't think he was wise. Like that was why he was wise. And that's such an interesting idea. And essentially it was just like, be humble, you know? When it comes to morality and like the definition of good and bad, I don't know how, like it's not considered humble to consider yourself not good. It's just a thing, it just exists. Rambling about Socrates while like zooming through a cave is the most ADHD behavior possible. I love that that swaps immediately. That could make a mancoon. A mancoon? Why are we talking about mancoons? Oh, better criticals, jury rigging, better criticals, jury rigging, oh my gosh! Now we gotta go jury rigging. Can somebody just drop a war club, please? I'm probably gonna swap back to Knock Knock. It was fun using the sledgehammer, but I think Oh Baby is probably the hammer that we're gonna be using. I don't know how we are this beefy. Like, I know our endurance is pretty good, but I just got done playing the sniper rifle run, and that run I had a 1 in endurance, part of the challenge. That was freaking brutal. Like, I felt like I couldn't take any damage at all. Like, it ripped through everything that I had. So maybe that's why I'm thinking that everything's so easy. I can't wait until we find something a little bit better than Knock Knock. It's already tearing up everything. Just imagine if it did it even more, you know? This always scares the shit out of me. I don't know why. I mean, it's a big loud sound, that makes sense, but still. Chef in the deli. I want a mod that just like changes the way that they speak to make them say like completely diabolical things. What is that? He just started like walking sideways. Fair enough, go off, Queen. Loot Goblin energy. Nice, another level up. Though I couldn't loot from the fallen enemies, I could loot from the chest at the end of the DLC. This netted me Joshua Graham's armor, which would replace what we had obtained from dead money. The extra critical chance was nice, but something even nicer was stealing a war club without actually getting blood on my hands. Though I was quivering at this point, I knew I needed to keep the ball rolling, so I stored my gear yet again and performed some diabolical witchcraft that totally won't have any lasting repercussions so that I could begin the 3rd DLC of this run, Old World Blues. I'm Nobuichi. Dialogue for the next 2 minutes, boys. Then there was your cock. Oh my god, everything is so beefy in this DLC for no reason. Oh no. I mean, better criticals is solid. There's a thingy, piercing strike. Jesus, this is what I want. You need unarmed to 70. Unarmed and melee weapons, pierce. This is a perfect time to get this. I was hoping to get a proton axe pretty quickly, but piercing strike just never seems to do enough for me. Ah, gosh. Oh my god. That is so much slower. That's good damage, though. Yeah, that feels so much better. Yeah, this is fun. We basically don't need anything in this DLC, so we can just like burst through this really quickly. And burst quickly I did. The training grounds weren't too bad thanks to how long I've spent in the education system, but my weapon condition quickly began to suffer. Being unable to find anything to repair it with, I knew I was going to need to find an upgrade and quick. Fortunately, I was able to take down Gabe to obtain his bark, but Robo-Scorpions still proved to be quite strong. Needing an upgrade, I head to the Cuckoo's Nest to grab something that would carry us through this DLC. The Protonic Universal Axe is a weapon that is insanely fast for how much damage it does, especially against robots. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait a second before we use it because we need to get the stealth suit. Using a little trick I learned from none other than Captain Bucket, I completed the first 3 levels ridiculously easy. This was followed shortly by the slightly more difficult challenge of deactivating the robots. But regardless, we still came out on top and made our way back over to the training facility to do some damage against Night Stalkers. This is where the axe comes into play. Given that I can repair this bad boy using any throwing axe, I have essentially unlimited durability, and I'm able to successfully clear out all the Night Stalkers required, netting me an extra 10% damage towards any in the future. Some robots were still quite beefy, but I managed to get the holotapes required from numerous locations regardless. More than anything, I was doing this for experience, but it was nice to feel a little bit more confident in this DLC than usual, given that I didn't need to be concerned about my ammo consumption. That said, we did broach topics of consumption during the stream before something very strange happened. Yeah, see, in America, it's quickly become everything as a tip. Everything. A lot of people tip their barber. Again, very cool. I cannot give you $50 for a fucking haircut and then tip you on top of that. So I cut my own hair. Again, not a flex, not me being humble, not me being broke. I could afford. What? Wait. Oh my god, that's amazing. I just super slam knocked the spore plant off. Oh my god, that is so good. I just yanked bro from his habitat. With that fun little tidbit of information now in my arsenal of useless things that will not impress my parents, I continue looting for as many personality upgrades as possible. This takes me all over Big Mountain and I face a variety of foes, but all the while the axe holds up relatively well. I do end up snagging up a few battle brews in case things get dire at some point before using some turbo to take care of Specimen 73 in order to obtain Implant M5. Putting that implant inside of my rectum allows for a faster craft speed. Butt plugs really do something, don't they? I said doo-doo. With most of the personalities collected, I wanted to try to win over all the members of the think tank. This was achieved largely from the fact that I had allocated my skills relatively decently, and thanks to magazines with comprehension. Out of all the doctors, the one that I seem to struggle with the most is Dr. Zero because I didn't have enough speech. As a result, I collected more personalities and upgrades, making me appreciate that the big empty may not be so empty. Like many high school students stressed about their appearances, be it socially, academically, or physically, I frequently felt empty during that portion of my life. That was, of course, until I met her. Well, when I say met her, I mean truly meet her. The real her. I would get to school about an hour and a half early. Part of me thinks in hindsight that this was simply time in which I could have the cafeteria to myself. After all, that is where everyone would sit before the first bell rang. Knowing more about myself now, I hypothesized that it was more about seeing everyone come in. I could watch students out of my peripheral vision as I drew my animals or portraits in my 5x7 sketchbook. It was fascinating to me, knowing that we were all there to exist. Some of us wanted to be there, others were making plans to run away from their abusive parents. Everyone has a story to tell, including you, and don't let anyone tell you differently. But today's story is about her. She'd always come in and say hello with a smile and a glisten in her eyes. Short in stature, Topaz made up for it with her humor and resilience. She is someone who I would say was given a poor hand in life, but what made her beautiful was her persistence through those sad times. Even now, when what many would believe to be a fictional story, I can't lie to you and say that I was physically attracted to her. She was cute, but nothing I was looking for. She was a friend to me, and always was. But we began spending more time together once summer hit. I was going off to college in the fall as a freshman or first year, and she would be a senior or 12th grader in high school. But that summer was fantastic. We did the usual things kids did. Watched movies we weren't supposed to, swam in a pond near her parents' house, and played various sports that neither of us were any good at. When I wasn't working my summer job at the warehouse, I was with her. But we did other things too. We painted, made crafts, played with chalk like I used to do with my grandma before she passed. In a lot of ways, again, only in hindsight, she reminds me of her. Topaz taught me a lot about myself and strengthened my character, but in the end we both wanted different things and she started calling me her boyfriend, though I never felt that way about her. It wasn't long after that I distanced myself and focused on school, letting our relationship fade into distant memories. But I often think about her, and a slight smile forms at the edges of my lips. The big empty almost reminds me of her. The chaotic yet graceful rolling blue hills might even carry her laughter if you listen long enough. Wait, what's that? A level up? Finally reaching level 23, I shove a few more points into speech before returning back to the think tank. It was then that it hit me that I needed to get one more intelligence, so I popped a mentat, of which I had gained plenty through the course of this DLC. Then it hit me again. I needed 9 intelligence. Whatever would I do? If your answer wasn't to shove my ding-dong into a light switch in the attempt at consummation, you were incorrect. Dr. Zero came in a bean, and it wasn't long before I was out the door, ready to seal the fate of this dastard nipple. Okay, so that name isn't canonical, but I like to think that it is. This guy is actually kind of scary, especially when you're playing with Radchild, but I think we'll be okay. I'm gonna try to disarm him if I can. I think it might be in the other section, isn't it? Or no? Yeah. Oh, I've literally never done that. I feel very cool. And that is that. Oh, yes, please. Oh, give it to me good. You can even feel that right there. You can feel that. Hi, Dr. Mobius.
missed you. Yeah, melee weapons. Beautiful. It's gonna come back inside of me. What's my favorite lunch meat? Chicken breast. I love chicken so much. I should be good here. I'm gonna try without. Okay, we're good. That was it. A cum-flavored latte. Hanging out with the barista bot for a little bit, I returned to see my creation in the Mojave. Before any of you say that this mole rat is inexplicably caked up, know that this was a child 3 hours prior. Restocking up on doctor's bags in the bunker, I began working on the quest for the boomers. This of course sees me hanging out with Raquel and Loyal to ultimately get the boomers' energy systems back online. Thanks to my high medicine ability, I was able to help out Argyle in the clinic. All of my efforts combined allowing me to raise the bomber from the bottom of Lake Mead. Still lusting after more experience, I hit up the fiends for the heads of the 3 main problem children. Cook, Violet, and Driver Nafai all got what was coming to them. This was naturally followed by me breaking into Mr. House's goon cave to beat him upside the head with a golf club before purchasing a bunch of chems and heading over to the Ultralux to save Heck Gunderson's child. I don't even know if I could do this quest right now, but I'm gonna try.
I do, but I need someone.
It kinda sucks. I think that'll work. Now, the unfortunate part is, I don't have a melee weapon. How successful do you think I'm gonna be here? I'm hidden. I feel hidden. Cock. Dress cane, OP? You're right, I do need some food and water. Here, let me just... Hey! Oh. I was gonna say that I'm happy that he lived.
On the door. So I wouldn't hold out hope if I were you.
Can I just kill Mortimer? Jesus. How does this not... Okay. I thought that was the key I needed, but... guess not. How stealthy are we, chat? Nah, it's stealthy.
You, what do you think you're doing?
This quest is so fucked already. Oh, I totally could have stolen a knife. Hey, what? You're a little bitch. The wine's down the way. Chat, what the f is that? Yeah, like a random slideshow. I didn't do that. Like, that wasn't on my end. I hope that everybody drank some wine. Otherwise, we're gonna have some problems. Oh, there is one guy over there. Must not be drinking on the job. He's like, man, all these people are just hanging around randomly. That must be totally normal.
Oh, try not.
Not a problem, Hecky Poo. With Beyond the Beef complete and my own perception of reality transcending my cum-stained bedsheets, I head to Novak to give head to Boone.
God damn it.
So, no head? Yeah, that's right. Just get right in that hole. Jenny May. She never really sees it coming, I don't think. Imagine just yelling up to Boone like, Boone, I forgot your hat. Boone, now that our transaction is complete, I fear I must take off.
I need my fix.
I need you in my ass. And here we can see contestant number 1. A big, beefy, voluptuous rad scorpion. Contestant number 2, his brother. His brother cheated on his ex-wife. Let's see what happens. That one's having a seizure. Okay. Alright. I feel like this is just a dick swinging contest. You guys ever see giraffes fight? Oh my god. Wow. I mean, that's me with sex, right? You just assume that it's gonna take a long time. It takes 20 seconds, tops. Moral of the story? Sleep with your brother's wife. Oh my god. We're gonna go to Vault 22. It just hit me. It just hit me. You gotta love it. You love to go back. We've already done a couple things in this vault, so I think we've already interacted with that terminal. River is kind of stacked. Okay. I could fuck with that. We don't even have good springs discovered. I'll help you. Don't worry, Jacqueline. You're doing such a good job. I'm here for moral support. Sorry, Jacqueline, it wasn't enough. I think the War Club is fun for
enemies that aren't very durable, but as soon as you need a little bit more damage, usually it's best to swap to something else. As we move our way north towards Goodspring, the starter location, I don't think we're gonna have any problems with most of the enemies here. Today I was just kind of hoping to get a couple different melee weapons to mess around with, because we've pretty well been just grinding this entire time. Which is great, because we've got a really strong character, but just kind of looking for some variety, you know? I know there's a guy shooting at me, but there's loot here. Please, just stop. There's too many melee weapons in this game that I think we're gonna have a hard time choosing which one we really want to use, but I think it'd be fun to just mess around with a bunch of them. Walk up to this handsome, beefy robot. Prim Slim is actually really tanky, and he gets tankier as you level up more too. That's how we fix up Prim. Oh wait, I've got light step. Fear my bonk stick. Jesus freaking Christ. We still gotta be careful though. Our HP is looking good just because of buff out. These guys still do quite a bit of damage. Jesus. The speed is insane. It's so fast. So in this mod, these desert rangers have cleared out all of the geckos. So it's literally just them now. I think on the note on the guy that had the Ranger Sequoia, there's a note that specifically says that they basically left the NCR. So this section has a little bit of lore in it too, which is really cool. We're just chatting, jerking each other off a little bit, you know. Sorry, I kind of swallowed my own spit there for a second, and it tasted really good, so I just had to appreciate it. I don't know why every single part of this quest, like, I forget about. I'm like, oh, we gotta go fight Night Stalkers now, you know? Like, I go through that thought process every single time. I wish you could rizz up everybody in this game. Like, I would love to just, like, walk up to some random homeless person and be like, hey, you want a good time? You know, like that's the vibe of New Vegas, it seems. We'll do some strategy after I beat my meat. There is a very good chance we're gonna run across some Deathclaws in this section, but I'm hoping not. I really don't want to get hit by one.
Oh my f***ing god! Fly like the eagles.
Dude, there's so many. Why is there so many? We do have Chemist and we do have Logan's Loophole, so I'm not concerned about my chems running out. We just gotta get rid of these guys fast. Wow, my asshole is impeccably puckered. Oh my god, we are still so fast. Chainsaw there, for sure. Let's pop a super stim pack again. That speed is such a turn on. We are going to pop some weapon repair kits. See, I would almost want to say we'll grab Purifier, because that actually is very useful for what's about to happen. Jesus. Why did I not grab Purifier before Old World Blues? You think owls scream Femboy? I don't know what the hell that means to me. I do wish there were more legendary enemies in this. Not like Fallout 4, but just more common. I see, I forgot about Cazadors too. One's perspective in life is really determined by their experiences. Just recently wrote a philosophy paper on this. It kind of gave me a fascinating conclusion. Our experiences really are what shapes us. I specifically want owl feet bath water. That's, wow, that's so specific. Would you prefer it bottled or jarred, and how much are you willing to pay for it? It sounds like you have a fetish for Cazadors. If everybody's calling me a furry, I think we should call you a Cazador fetishist. You can't say no, that's exactly what a Cazador fetishist would say. You wanna fuck the Cazador, I know it. Their stinger looks delectable, their wings flapping in the wind. You wanna fuck it. Not saying I support you. Pretty sure they can't consent. 'Cause I'm kind of thinking turbo. I just want to clear them all out in one go. Where the fuck did that guy come from? The sounds this makes is so cute. My, Charlie, when you say that, I've made several jokes about my parents in the past, and a lot of them have been false. My mom the other day, we went out for breakfast, and she said that she was proud of me. My God, did I need to hear that? Like, I fucking started crying. I really think I needed to hear that, because I hadn't heard it in such a long time. So yeah, that was very nice. If you have kids and you have that option of being able to talk to them in that capacity, let them know that you're proud of them. I don't care if they're fucking doctors. Like, go talk to them and tell them that you're proud of them, because that means a lot. I think I mentioned this last stream, but I was watching some porn the other day that, like, there was a little bit of foot job action in there, and it kind of confused me because it was like, it was one of those, the guy was like, yes, mommy, I want it, I want to come. It was just like the most humiliating thing possible. So I realized that I wasn't attracted to that, whatever the hell that is. Alright, we really do need to lock in though, in all seriousness. Like, we gotta turn it from like laughing so hard that we can't breathe to like actually dying.
Done enough to last many lifetimes, stranger. But I'd like you to come see me again.
Let's go somewhere more private. You can dip a whole rotisserie chicken inside that bad boy if you were so inclined. God damn, make me come, please. Don't even wear gloves either. Get in that, get messy, you know? Imagine Red Lucy hearing this conversation right now and be like, I regret everything. Or maybe she's crazy into it, and she's about to bring out rotisserie chicken and some ranch dressing. Hot diggity damn! Oh, look at that armpit.
Neil? Is that you?
This is a dangerous place, human, especially for your kind. I suggest you turn back. There's nothing good waiting for you further on.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Neil is so daddy. Just with how we're dealing with these soup mutants, I really feel like we're already getting to the end game. You know, like we are so close. Oh, hi. Just yoink that. We're not chemmed up at all, by the way, right now. This is raw dogging it. Sometimes I just want a personal fisto, and I think you guys should be accepting of that. I could actually probably pick up these sledgehammers, use them to repair my super sledges, and then just sell them. Or I could use a super sledge. I'm kind of scared about this next section, to the point where I am very tempted to pop a turbo. Oh crap.
Yeah, that's right, pal. How you like them apples?
Run!
Is he a friend of yours?
You got such an eye teeth, Tabitha. What is giving me radiation resistance? Usually this spawn is like good for 8. Oh, I took a Rad-X. After successfully radiating myself with the powers of Radchild, I began following a normal progression for a level 7 player. This saw me visiting the police station as well as the Mojave outpost to see Major Knight. Though his skin was soft and supple just the way I like it, we were actually here to clear out the ants for Ranger Jackson. After doing so, I hit up Cass where she told me to do a few quests for Alice. I, of course, saw Thomas Hildren, broke into the Gunrunners for some top secret information with the help of a stealth boy, and persuaded Henry Jameson to pursue other lines of business. This, once combined with a few more trips back and forth between the two lovely ladies, allowed me to secure Cass as a companion. Before going down her rabbit hole of a quest, I decided to fill the hole of whoever was using a bottle press to inflate the economy. Though I wasn't able to grasp their dainty body, I was able to grab the bodies of several fiends. This saw me quite close to Frank Weathers, so me being the nice person that I am, I spoke to my good friend Canyon Runner to free the Weathers from slavery, granting me a decent amount of experience for 150 caps. At level 30, I pick up Implant GRX, which will essentially be a replacement for Turbo, and will help us out a great deal through Lonesome Road and some of the more difficult sections of the game.
Now actually at level 30, I decided to go back to Old World Blues to reselect my traits. I ended up going with Built to Destroy and Skilled, which means we will no longer have the benefits of being able to take as many chems as what we'd like, but now we can manage to get to level 50 should that be something we're interested in. It was then time to meet back up with the cast of the Silver Rush for a final showdown of sorts. I feel like Super Slam is the most serious, unserious perk in the game. Whee! This is why melee is just like goated with a sauce. They won't even know which hole I'm gonna put this bonk stick into. We still do have chemists, so our chems still do last a little while, but literally right as they run out. That speed makes me goon! Alright, well Cass, what do you have to say?
You are such an asshole sometimes.
With Cass's quest coming to an end, Marcus at Jacobstown is able to receive all of my love in the form of my ability to pass speech checks with strangers. Despite how passive I may have been playing, I decided that I needed to get a few more weapons before our date with Lonesome Road. This saw me dealing with a few Night Stalkers to grab Oh Baby, purchasing Gehenna from Vendortron, snagging up the Katana and Nuka Breaker from Mick, getting the upgrades for the former from Cliff and Novak, and briefly losing my mind. The only thing I needed to do at this point was give the weapons a bit of a patina, so I did just that. We're not really here for anything in particular. The only melee weapon that I can really think of is the bumper sword here. Of course, we do have the option of getting Ulysses' staff, though I haven't used it very extensively, and I wouldn't imagine it'd be great. Sometimes I just want to be mean to Eddie, but I can't, you know, I just can't. We could also utilize the Bowie knife a little bit. You're just so beefy and I love it. It's only gonna get more beefy too. And we don't even have that many hard chems on right now. I would like to try to use a variety of weapons throughout Lonesome Road. We'll see how it goes. Bro got dominated. This section can be kind of deadly. Especially with the onslaught that follows. Bro, what is it with you throwing explosives point blank? Oh, hi. Jesus Christ. Good morning, everybody. A rolling pin only when? I've already done it. I think it gives like a pop-up in the top left, like found Ulysses' logs. Yeah, 1 out of 6. I just love the explosions in this game. For a very long time, I considered the bumper sword to be one of the best melee weapons in the game, and I'm interested to see if that ends up being true with this run as well. Once upon a time, there was a man who got pegged so hard that he died. The end. There's my recap of Oxhorn's material. I have died by this one as well. There's a car that like flies up out of nowhere. That car right there. I hate that car. This feels just like dust. I feel like this is like a Midwestern goodbye. You say, all right, I'm done talking to you. You want to talk for another like 30 minutes or so? Oh. How did he fall that far? Dude, I was over here when I hit Super Slam and he just like Looney Tune physics off the edge. I've got to do it. I can't not do it, you know? We'll just push out. Let's get him off, please, Eddie. Not that kind of off. There you go, perfect. Nice. Whee!
At level 32, we're gonna get 10 implant GRXs. I goon for slow time. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's right, you run from me. Eddie, did we do this? Like, we press a button or something? My bad. Honestly, I never knew that they climbed from the pipes. That's fucking insane and I love that. Guy just spawned, as one does. That sucks. I don't like that very much. I think it's straight, isn't it? Sorry, I'm not used to going straight. I've fallen to Vegas, but I can only use a switchblade. Joshua, I would highly recommend watching a guy called Directional Owl. He's got a lot of really wild stuff. I don't know why, dealing with tunnelers, the bonk stick seems like the most fun. I can't get over that. I want to spend as little time here as possible, simply because of the fact that there's a bunch of mines around. I can't trigger them, but I think that the enemies can if they shoot them. See, there's one of the explosives there. I think we've got enough speed that we can outrun it if we can see it fast enough, you know what I mean? That's speed. I just love this section of the game. Like, there's so much chaos, like, war, and just... really just gets a man going. I hope the atomic cocktail is still hanging around. I would like that. I had blew up right in my fucking face, but we just took it like a man. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Chill out. Oh, we about to make this man naked. Wait, there's 5 of these things? Dude, I swear there's only 4. That's insane. Okay, I never knew that that was there. That's fun. And there's the 6th one of those. Got them spurs that jingle, jingle, jingle. Get your ass back out of that hole. I want your ass in my hole. They all like, look at them, look at, they're so scared. They're like, he's fucking roided out, dude. Run. Jesus, I need another rushing water. It's so slow. When was the last time your Fallen character washed their ass? You can work with funk. Wow. That one's... It's been at least 32 hours. But I did walk across some radiated water at some point. All of my characters are pretty radiated. So just know that you might get some rats from eating this pussy. Deep into my ass. Yes, I saw that building come inside me, and then I knew that I was ready to deepen my voice a great deal to mock Ulysses. Yes.
Oh no, not my sweet little love bot.
Just gonna make a save. By the way, earlier today we hit 400 saves. I'm pretty impressed. Fucking rolling pins? Dude, we could bring everything back right now. Oh my god. Wait. We look so cute. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm not fast enough. You should be able to swing a rolling pin so much faster than this. I save every 3 seconds, not because I'm scared of death, but because I'm scared of the game crashing.
Ah, hi.
Okay, I lied. Maybe I am a little scared of death. Dude. Oh my fucking god! He one-shot me! Oh, dude! Oh my god! Sorry, that was my bad. I couldn't help myself. I don't know that we can do that. Where the hell is this guy? They're just avoiding me, apparently. Okay. So I can't kill that guy, period. Which kind of sucks. My weakness, stairs. Oh, Ulysses.
Just the way that you're slightly blurred on my screen just turns me on a great deal. Makes me want to make you in Sims 4 and then goon all over you with wicked whims. 2 couriers against the world.
Like, look at these guys. They're fucking throwing him right off the gate. That's fucking insane. Don't you dare. Don't you freaking dare.
Did you just outrun a grenade? Oh yeah, I did. I'm just that guy, pal. What can I say? I'm just that guy.
Gotta be honest, that was a lot closer than what I really anticipated. Like, I took every chem possible and still ended up just fucking getting destroyed. Okay, we're done here. Ulysses, it's been fun.
After blowing both factions raw, I decided to throw a point into endurance for even more survivability before regrouping at Benny. Though I could easily take all of the men at the same time, I decided that material would be best suitable on a different website. With Benny and I having a romantic encounter that consisted of him having several welts on his genitals, I make my way to the fort to show those legionaries who's boss. Since I had bombed a large portion of their faction, they welcomed me into their abode with loving arms, so much so that Arcade was unable to love me. Don't worry, we find a way to force him into a relationship with me later on, but in the meantime I return to Caesar, realize that I'm naked, and beat up the robots inside of the bunker. To nobody's surprise, I do pretty well, but unfortunately melee weapons are unable to damage the generators, meaning that I'm going to have to side with Mr. House temporarily. Joke's on Caesar, he's dumber than a rock. Oh, not you, Pet Rock. You are far too intelligent. The next stage of the main quest sees us going over to the boomers and getting Pearl support. While doing so, one of the hot members of my chat, assuming that they are above the age of 18, suggests that I use an NCR disguise to pretend like I don't know the Legion at all. This works surprisingly well, and getting Arcade on our side sends us down the rabbit hole of doing his questline. I get his unique dialogue from Vault 22, the Fort, Repconn headquarters, and the crashed vertibird. Since we weren't quite far enough into the main storyline, I proceeded with Yes Man, and this allowed me to start the series of events to bring the Enclave back together. Daisy taught me, like any good mommy should. Cannibal Johnson taught me a great recipe with some Chianti and some fava beans. Orion showed me how to lie effectively to get what I want, and Judah was a relatively nice individual who made me wish that rainbows actually existed. Unfortunately, the next stage of the quest sees me needing to talk to Dr. Henry. To get him to help out the Enclave, I need to clear out the nest of Night Stalkers since I didn't do it originally when I went to go grab Oh Baby. The Night Stalkers weren't much of a problem, and I had plenty of science to successfully defuse the situation afterwards. With Dr. Henry's work now done, I returned to the Enclave base, promised Orion a train set should he join us in the battle, and received the Gannon family Tesla armor. I normally never use this set and often opt for the Remnants, but it was nice to spice things up a little bit. I quickly realized that I still needed power armor training, but after obtaining it, I realized that this armor looks absolutely amazing in first person. Yes, I did say first person and not third. That is a joke because in first person you cannot see the armor. Caesar must have agreed because the moment he saw me, he started moaning. Deciding at once that I needed to find a new toy for him to pleasure himself with while I was away, I headed over to Hidden Valley Bunker to briefly serve underneath Elder McNamara. Some very odd things happened when I realized that I was an enemy of the NCR and could not talk my way out of a literal gunfight, but eventually everything worked out, including the obtainment of Caesar's new toy. It features a flared base, but to ensure that the Brotherhood would never use this information against him, I decided to steal all the keycards and rig the bunker to explode. Now Caesar can have a different kind of stroke. Unfortunately, this wasn't enough and he wanted me to roleplay as a literal doctor. Though I had the necessary medical skills, something about me performing surgery didn't seem like a good idea to him, and required me to make my way over to Vault 34 to grab replacement parts for his autodoc. Between the intense amount of radiation and the numerous golden geckos and feral ghouls, Vault 34 is known for being a little bit of a death trap. Despite this, I excelled in this environment and was even able to get a little bit of use out of my rebreather so that I can unlock the various terminals required to blast past all the ghouls and get inside the Overseer's office. Though all of this was unnecessary in regards to this quest, I found myself really enjoying the process of using melee as it had the fast speed and ridiculous survivability that I had craved for in many of my other runs. I was able to secure the armory and make it back outside in one piece before returning to Caesar and proceeding to do the surgery with him on his throne. Okay, I kinda need Caesar in the bed. Yeah, that's right. Imagine me killing my leader. Come on. Now, some might say that this is kinda necro-based. Know that it's not. He's completely alive right now. Unconscious. It's okay. In the end, I realized that the real tops were the bottoms we teased along the way. And Cato helped show me that with securing me the opportunity to put down President Kimball and a solid NCR force. They're like, God damn, his ass was kind of fat, wasn't it, my guy? Oh yeah, my guy. I'm still, I can't look away. It's too juicy and voluptuous. Oh my God! We're gonna cut all this out. I'm just scared, okay? And I think I have a right to be. Oh, I didn't realize that there were marked men in here. Goes to show you I haven't cleared out this place in a while. I think we did it. I'm just concerned about our overall survivability. We do only have one battle brew left. And Battle Brew is the thing that's been kind of carrying us a great deal. So part of me would be tempted to try to figure out again how to remake that. If we die by a fucking bloatfly, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't give a shit if it's legendary or not. Yeah, this is probably the best place to get it. Okay, now. Please don't hit me. Okay, well that's fucked. I was hoping that medics, or that using VATS would be able to at least make me hit him once. And it did, I just didn't stun him. I don't know that I can actually reach him. There we go, critical strike, done. We win. Tasty, Nibbins. Oh my God! I got away so fast though! How to triple the death counter in 3 easy steps. Go to the mysterious cave, collect mushrooms, die, repeat. That's 7. So, we've got 7 battle brew. The next step would be, of the 2, I would like long 15 more, and I feel like the long 15 is easier.
This is huge because HP plus 2 is actually HP regen. So we have 2 HP regen there. We have health regeneration there. We have the implant. Then we'll also have Radchild. So we will essentially be regenerating like 10 to 15 HP a second. I want to take a look at this. Oh my god. Oh, this is bad. Well, god damn it. I forgot this place is full of traps too, wasn't it? But I have light step. I can literally be as careless as I want to right now. This is great. And we have the rebreather. I could get my rads up here.
Oops, I just stepped on a landmine. What am I gonna do?
There's so much food here that I want to take as well, but I'm really trying to restrain myself. It's like edging, but I know I'm not gonna come anyway, you know? I think that's the code. Imagine the robots like being able to see this and being like, let's go ahead and do this anyway. Oh, I always pop that way too soon, don't I? These doors take like 5 years to open. I premature popped. That's on brand. You guys remember back in the day when this was like cheaty that you could just reset this over and over again and get infinite experience that way? Alright, so part of me is tempted to go with guns. As funny as that is in a melee run, I'm gonna go with Cowboy just because I feel like it's such a niche thing that I'm never gonna be able to do again.
If you're so eager to see Camp Forlorn Hope fall, why don't you go attack it all by yourself?
So I actually have a mod installed that adds a few Legion quests to the game that we're going to be checking out here.
I am Quintus Fulvius. I assist the Legion with bounties and small jobs that increase our presence in the area. It's not the most prestigious job, and I'd prefer to be on the front lines, but I am here to serve Caesar and his Legion. The junkies have holed themselves up by the Searchlight Airport. They found refuge in a safe pocket surrounded by radiation and ghouls. Legion scouts have confirmed sightings of a huge back of death claws at Xander Bay.
Oh, I wanted to see the name of that quest. 10 feet tall and scary as hell, I love that. Yeah, this is cool, I like this. She has jet on her that I really want. Why did everybody like scatter as soon as I came here?
Please?
I mean, yeah, I'd like to see you try. Billy's the last survivor.
Thank you, Courier. The Legion's fist tightens ever so tightly
around my cock. Is that a star bottle cap? I just smelled that out of the woodworks there. Oh, they also add this this cool little thing over here. It's like Legion Barge. It's literally titled Legion Barge. Love that for me.
Hey.
Hey. Jesus, look at all of them. Oh, yes. The power. Dude, Bloodnap, Cowboy, huge. This build is not even optimized. Light armor would be the best for damage and damage resistance overall. That's amazing, the quest updates. That seems like such a bare minimum thing, but like, that's huge.
Thank you, Amicus. I have no idea how you did it. We would have lost countless legionaries if it wasn't for your help. I will spread the word of your deeds around camp.
Yeah, like this is really good. I like this.
True to Kaiser.
Sometimes I like to sit on this throne and just appreciate that ass, you know? Deciding that I was done with displaying feats of strength, I took a chill pill and headed over to Helios. The Lucky Old Sun is usually a quest that I do much earlier on, but thanks to my disguise, even on a Legion run, I was able to see my good old friend Fantastic. The quest started just as normal as any other run, though much to the dismay of chat, my needs were being largely ignored. After drinking some water and dealing with the sentry bots, which I've never had in this location before, I got deeper inside of the facility before learning something really interesting. So why don't these guys spawn? What's preventing... Oh my god. This entire time. Dude! This is amazing! After that crazy revelation, I routed the power to Fremont and Westside to oppose the NCR and head over to Ignacio for my reward. Although we didn't take the time to see Fantastic in a cute little skirt, the image of him supporting the Legion will forever remain implanted in my brain. Another thing that will be implanted in my head, specifically my oral cavity, is food, as I decided to help out the cook at Camp McCarran. I wasn't intending to side with the NCR, and that ship has long since sailed, but the Legion doesn't have very many side quests in the base game, so I resorted to helping out the NCR do a couple odds and ends. One thing that I did revisit out of sheer curiosity was Keely in Vault 22. If you recall, we left her down there with nothing but a vibrator. My conscience had been weighing on me a great deal ever since. What if she ran out of batteries? Long story short, and a lot of messing around later, I learned that setting a mantis body on fire with Gehenna will allow one to trigger the gas. Originally, I was doing this entire section as a joke, and I clearly stated that if I died, I wouldn't count the death against me, but again, I have a conscience. With another death added to the tally, Keely was saved. I illegally obtained the Pimp Boy and grabbed Boone at quite possibly the oddest point of the entire playthrough. We spent what felt like 30 minutes messing around at Camp McCarran, trying to do any quest possible, but many of them felt broken, and I decided that enough was enough, and that my sanity deserved to be tested no longer. Oh wait, he's gonna... Oh Jesus. Oh, Boone. Boone, you can't have an orgasm when you see a girl. Caesar, I just want one more lap dance if you would, please. Just twerk it for me, baby. I've lost my mind. Oh, we gotta talk to this beefy, beautiful man. I don't know, whatever music you want to start playing. If you want me to start moaning as well, I can. Guys, of course I'm your dad. I'm your mom too, if you need me to be. Jesus. I'm not even gonna be able to fight anything. I don't know whether we're a bear or a twink at this point. Jesus Christ. Now these guys might be hostile. Holy shit. They're not. They are attacking the Legion though, I think, which works for me. This is so chaotic. When you just say yes to every single ending possible. This is gonna be great. As soon as he gets done talking, he's dead. Oh hey. I don't know which side I'm on, NCR Trooper. I apologize. I'll let you know when I figure it out. Ooh. That hurt a little bit.
Hoover Dam will not fall while I still draw breath.
Well, good thing you're about to die. I think that guy might have been swinging his hammer at another guy.
This slaughter pleases me. No act is more sacred than consecrating a site in the blood of one's enemies.
Oh, Lanius. Roll them credits. And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Goodsprings cheated death once again, and the Mojave wasteland was forever changed.
Still grappling with self-doubt over his usefulness.
I completely forgot about Raul.
Raul was never able to find peace with himself.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more.
Yeah, they did.
Rose of Sharon Cassidy died as her caravan died.
Yeah, I killed
in
her.
An unmarked grave.
She just gave me sass.
Another victim of the Mojave.
Thanks to the courier and Lily, a cure for the Nightkin's schizophrenia was found shortly after Dr. Henry's experiment concluded. Nightkin and other super mutants.
Jacobstown might have been the nicest thing I ever did.
And the town became known as a haven where a mutant could find peace.
Though Camp Golf fell to Caesar, the Misfits distinguished themselves
That's
during the
funny.
Legion's attack.
I love that.
Mags and her soldiers
because
were
I randomly helped the
posthumously
Misfits in there.
by NCR.
Wow, I mean that was a pretty good game. I would probably play it again at some point. I mean overall, I think it was okay. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. I just started doing squats after I took a piss. I was like, they're all gonna think I'm beating my meat. I actually kind of thought it would be really funny, just as like a ha ha ee joke, to get a plug that you guys can control. And I know that sounds like really diabolical. Like we've been joking this entire time, right? Like we've all been 100% joking. Everything's just, but like, what if Fallout New Vegas, but I'm deaf? I think we just made that one up on the spot, guys. You just saw a birth of a run. A sounding only challenge? Oh.
Thank you for this.
God willing, we will finish together. But anyways, back to the feet thing, right? So I had been starting to soak my... Anyways, back to the feet thing. What is that transition?
Hey, welcome to Red...
Donut, I totally get it. Feet are awful. The worst, like, patient encounter that I've ever had with an outpatient. And an outpatient is one that is coming from outside the hospital, not in terms of, like, an emergency situation. But, like, they're walkie-talkie, they come in, and they're ready to be cared for. This person had the most flaky feet possible. And if you like feet right now, I would suggest muting me. Because what I'm about to tell you. So I like put the foot on the exam table with obviously with the rest of the patient. And like this thing was so bandaged up. So it was like, okay, I gotta take a look at it and I gotta see what's going on. Dude, the more wraps that I took off, the more flakes came off. And by the end of it, the whole exam table was completely covered in flakes. Like the floor was, it was so bad. So many flakes. So moral of the story is, don't lick flaky feet, please. If you have people you don't like, then make hot dogs, then freeze the water, proceed to spike people's drinks with hot dog water. I feel like that would ruin my whole vibe. Imagine just being at the bar and you just see somebody like spurt a little bit of water in there. They end up doing a test on it because it was like the president or something. You'd have to go test the water and it turns out it's just like, we've found additives related to hot dogs. What do you want us to do, sir? And then like, you have to make that decision based off of hot dogs, you know? She is really hot. I have always loved that outfit because it like, oh my god, I'm not even a breast guy, but like, let me tell you, I would fill that 100%. Just riding on top, you're being pegged, you come, you load that whole valley up. I probably won't do a Tale 2 Wastelands challenge unless somebody comes over to my house, jerks me off, and then installs it for me. Jumbo and Juve, I'm gonna avoid saying anything incriminating, but let's just say like, you know, like in a hypothetical situation, right? Hey, I just think that they're good people, you know?
Rhonda? Is that you?
What the f is this game? Hey, cutie patooties. Just wanted to thank you for watching this video. It means a lot to me. This was obviously a very big project that I put a lot of love into. So if you'd like to see more like it, consider becoming a channel member or patron. If that isn't something that interests you, feel free to join the Discord for no cost with the link down in the description. With all that out of the way, do me a favor, will ya? Have a good one.